Alright, hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Focus and I believe it's gonna be Happy here on Secret Valley. Happy has spawned as the blue undead player on the bottom left hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the top right, we have Focus spawning as the red orc. Orc versus human in this 1v1 matchup. I am live streaming this, and for those of you guys out there who are like, hey, like, why... I don't know your live stream channel. It is going to be twitch.tv/CrodaSC. This was back when I was still shoutcasting and streaming StarCraft 2. And, well, the SC name just kind of stuck, and I've been associating everything with there. If you want to follow me on Twitch, that definitely does help. I'll try to cast around 3:30 to 4 o'clock on weekdays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays are probably my best days to go ahead and try and do this. So, for those of you guys out there who are like, hey, you know, set up a schedule, let us know. Those are the days that I guess you can try and interact with me, drop by the stream, say hello, as things are already getting underway. Unfortunately, there are no observers in this particular matchup, so I have to set up everything here as is. Alright, let's go ahead and break things down in this particular matchup. Altar of Storms, we are going to be looking at a Blade Master going up against a Death Knight. No real surprise there. Crypt already being placed down. You do see a Graveyard being added. The Altar of Darkness, the timing on it looks as though it was ready right out of the gate. So the Death Knight should come out around the 205 mark based upon the positioning of that Altar of Darkness. Acolyte needs to travel a little bit further, head off to the north before it can really get into that spot. Death Knight, along with some ghouls, we'll see what the Death Knight is going to be doing, picking up a Rod of Necromancy, and if he's going to be going for some creeping, or if he's going to go ahead and try and harass. Blade Master already out here. You can take a look. One Grunt going to be joining along this 3-1-1 creep camp, or 3-2-1. The big downside is the fact that this Murloc Nightcrawler does have a poison-based attack, so it will do some damage over time, and then if it notices that one character doesn't have poison, it will actually switch back over and try and attack that target a little bit longer. So far, though, the Blade Master has just picked up an item and is now most likely going to sell that Cloak of Shadows. Haven't found, well, there has been some instances where a Cloak of Shadows is incredibly useful, perhaps on a map like Secret Valley where the Blade Master wants to be able to shadow meld and heal. That might actually end up working out well. Alright, Grunt is right there. Did the Blade Master get the kill? No, he did not. Blade Master, however, does get a Windwalk strike there as he now looks to back off. Skeletal minions pulling back here once more. Sofu High, good to see you joining the stream as we're looking at the Blade Master and the Grunt now making their way back down. Alright. Red Drake deciding to break off from the chase as the Blade Master now going to be heading back off to the north here. Grunt, well, just walking around here as we're looking at most likely just the standard tech to tier 2. No one really going to try and do anything too risky in this particular matchup. Blade Master looking to take down this Ogre Magi, perhaps pick up, I believe this is a consumable item. Potion of Greater Healing, Potion of Invulnerability, the items that he is looking for. Potion of Greater Mana could be given to the Shadow Hunter. Nope, it is not a consumable. It is actually a Ring of Regeneration, which should be fairly helpful if the Blade Master decides to hold on to it. The downside, though, is that it doesn't really help out with the Blade Master's overall damage, and that's really what you want. If the Blade Master could, well, let's see how long he holds on to that item. He may just decide to sell it in order to pick up or be able to hold a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Death Knight coming in from Happy, able to deal some damage, pick off some of these units, going after the Null Warden now. Blade Master is nearby here, getting in some easy shots as we see a Purge go down onto the Death Knight. Alright, a little bit of healing coming back once more as all the units are trying to get away. Damage is being added back up as the Grunt taking a little bit of, well, the Grunt getting in the way, but not much going on there. All right. I apologize. I keep on looking over to the other side because it feels like I need to interact with the stream. Let me just focus on trying to cast as we're now going into a bestiary, and most likely we should not take a look at a Spirit Lodge. Spirit Lodge is generally frowned upon in the Undead versus Orc matchup because of the destroyers that inevitably come. Sometimes player will go for double bestiaries. That does work out fairly well as we're looking at the Forest Troll Trappers now getting taken down here and now finally moving onto the Forest Troll Berserker. Both sides with very, very aggressive creep patterns. Death Knight getting close to level 2, and even though the Death Knight is not level 2 as of yet, normally the Undead doesn't really have a lot of heavy creeping. And the fact that the Death Knight is this close to level 2 before the Lich comes out is a testament to that he is trying to do a lot of creeping early on. Meanwhile, this Grunt off over here is going to be able to heal back up. Death Knight now joins in on the fight, is going to be able to get some shots off as the Death Knight now going to try and heal a little bit more. Crypt Fiends, do they have web? That is going to be the question there, as you can now see a little bit of focus damage. It's actually a little bit of a problem. The Crypt Fiend doesn't want to be surrounded by 2 melee units. You kind of want to spread out that damage as much as possible, and by spreading out the damage, you can use that Fountain of Health to a much better advantage. Blade Master now with a Talisman of Evasion, this will all add to his longevity. Talisman of Evasion and Ring of Regeneration. No Ring of Protection though, as the Blade Master may get to level 3 off of this creep camp. Shadow Hunter, however, coming in from the back will steal a little bit of that experience, most likely preventing level 3. We do see the Red Drake trying to do a little bit of a chase over. Death Knight still sitting at level 2. We do not see a Lich as of... Nope, take it back. Lich is just about to come on out, and we'll see if he accidentally walks into a Blade Master and a Shadow Hunter. Alright, Shadow Hunter, or the Lich, actually spots all of this. Gonna go ahead and get the Frost Armor down. Now try to spread and remove the healing on those 2 units there, as the Blade Master finishing off the remainder of this creep camp. You can take a look off to the north. The Death Knight now getting very close to level 3. We may see some more damage come across here, as now there is a bit of ranged attack. Alright, no Frost Armor onto the Death Knight as of yet. Lich doing a good job trying to spread out all of that there, as we now see the Lich, well, is the Death Knight. No, Death Knight unable to get off another Death Coil there, as the units are going to be able to speed on away. Death Knight now heading back down to the south. Lich, Crypt Fiend is going to be heading back down to the south, as well as the Shadow Hunter picks up the Mantle of Intelligence. Was wondering why it didn't have it earlier. You always want more intelligence on the Shadow Hunter. It is his primary... No, Dexterity is his primary attribute, but the Shadow Hunter still needs a good amount of mana to be very effective. Healing Wave, in addition to those Hex, both of them are very, very mana specific, since it is more like as a caster, as we're going to see the Ogre Warrior... Well, nope, no Ogre Warrior just wandering back and forth here. Alright, Blade Master looking to put a little bit more pressure once again. Lich still sitting at level 1, finally going to get on the experience board, as we do see an Orb of Corruption transferred to that Lich. That Lich, however, very scary with plus 13 attack. Between the Orb of Corruption, the Circlet of Nobility, and these 2 Mantles of Intelligence. Hello, Tuna Fish, how are you doing? Blade Master now heading back off to the north here. We'll see where he's going to be going next. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter going to try and pick up some items. Picks up a 1 of Mana Stealing, which should be incredibly useful in the upcoming battle. Removing a lot of the mana from the Lich, in addition to getting additional mana onto that Shadow Hunter, means more heals. Obsidian Statues, Crypt Fiends, and just more getting underway. You're going to take a look. Lich is going to go ahead, engage against the rest of this Ogre Warrior creep camp, that -5 armor debuff, making it so that the Obsidian Statues and Crypt Fiends are in fact dealing more damage. Blade Master coming in from the behind is going to be able to focus down any of the units, as the Blade Master does have an Orb of Lightning, as we see tier 3 because of that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain most likely has Endurance, or no, he does not. Looks like he might have Stomp, as we're looking at the Death Knight and the Lich now making their rounds out. A 3-2 army going up against a 3-2-1, I believe. Let's take a look at the total population. 46 compared to 44. Nope, we now have a Pit Lord coming in from Happy. Alright, Pit Lord coming in from Happy. You could have Howl of Terror removing much of the damage, or causing a debuff onto that Blade Master, and that's going to be very interesting as well. The Pit Lord, Destroyer is now coming into position. No finished upgrades there, as the Blade Master, let's take a little bit more damage there. Healing Wave does in fact save it. Are we going to get some units taken down? Yes, we are. Tauren Chieftain does have Endurance, or no, War Drums. Perhaps it will use a Stomp. Death Coil saving, as we now see a bunch of, Frost Novas going down as well. Big Stomp going across, as we do see the Howl of Terror dealing less damage indeed. The Crypt Fiend, gonna go ahead and get stomped on, as like the bug he is, as we're now looking at the Kodo Beast trying to get away. Low hit point units trying to hide in that backfield. Ghouls getting taken down. Tauren Chieftain still in that front line. Ensnare onto a Destroyer. That Destroyer looks like it will get taken down, and the Destroyers, some of them still have mana, as we see a Destroyer up in the air taking a lot of damage from the Shadow Hunter and the Blade Master, who has that Orb of Lightning. to try and take down destroyers. Kodo Beast going to get taken down across over here. Losing the Kodo Beast are going to be a very, very devastating blow, as it does remove the damage bonus from that Blade Master. Blade Master now really feeling the effects of that Howl of Terror, trying to finish off the last remaining Destroyer. Destroyer down to 243 hit points. I do not believe the Death Knight has enough mana. No, he does not, as the Destroyer gets taken down. Alright, 3 heroes against 3 heroes. Shadowhunter in serious trouble. Healing Wave bounces off of himself, able to get away to the very back, as the Lich is now in trouble, being forced to use a Potion of Invulnerability. Lich, Death Knight, Raiders are still in the back there. Scroll of Town Portal. Damage will be added. The Lich will not be able to do enough, as the Tauren Chieftain does get to level 2. And Focus coming out of this battle as the lead. Alright, I guess there is some sort of lag since I'm not a premier Twitch streamer. So that is the reason why the chat is so far delayed. But not much I can do about that there. Alright, Pit Lord, Lich, now moving on out. Gonna go ahead and engage and then pull back all of these units. We don't have any sort of ensnare, but we are gonna see the Blade Master and now the Raiders join in on this fight. Alright, there's that Ogre Lord right now. Is he gonna be able to focus it down? Units are now pulling back here. You can see the Blade Master wandering back and forth. There is an ensnare onto the Ogre Magi. Free experience for the Blade Master, as a Tome of Intelligence picked up by the Blade Master as well. Alright, Death Coil onto the Shadowhunter. No Frost Nova, as that Shadowhunter is still fast enough to get away. 40 supply compared to 41. We are pretty much dead even so far, as a quick melting, nuking of that Raider is going to cause some serious problems. Lich, however, does it have enough mana? Yes, it still does have a good amount of mana. Howl of Terror coming across, ensnare onto the Obsidian Statue. Big stomp as the Tauren Chieftain gets surrounded. Destroyer down to 280, 185, 141 could get taken out. Is it going to get Death Coiled in time? No, it will not, as it gets taken out of the sky. Alright, Obsidian Statue down to 233. Another big stomp does go down. Obsidian Statues are trying to keep this army alive and well, but this is just not working out once more, as the Blade Master going after the Death Knight. Pit Lord still looking to engage off over here. More damage coming across again. Death Knight running around in circles, but doing a good job, and may put pressure onto the Tauren Chieftain. However, another ensnared Crypt Fiend gets taken out, as the Shadowhunter is also down as well. Death Knight now looking to get away. Crypt Fiend is not going to be able to survive this, as he gets ensnared and taken down. Dust of Appearance ready by the Death Knight. Yes, OMG, it is Crota. Gonna go ahead, make sure Pit Lord, Death Knight, and Lich making their way down. There is, what, only 18 supply of an army coming in from Happy, but they are 3 heroes. Alright, in comes a big fight across over here. Tauren Chieftain trying to heal back up. You do see that the Kodo Beast is being digested, so his opponent does know exactly where he is, and he's going to use this opportunity to, instead of chase, go after the Ogre Lord Creep Camp. Death Knight going to be, well, awfully close to 4. Lich will most likely get to 3. Pit Lord will stay at 2, as we look at the Blade Master making its way over. Alright, are we going to see that taken down? Yes, Cloak of Flames picked up by the Pit Lord. That is going to add a little bit of extra damage, as the Lich now much more dangerous with that level 2 Frost Nova. Forest Troll Berserker going to be the last unit finished off here. Blade Master wandering around, may be able to get a purge onto the Obsidian Statue, and there it goes. Obsidian Statue purged. Destroyer is going to go ahead and absorb mana, now up into the air. Death Coil saving that Destroyer, as that Destroyer was down to 438 hit points. Another Death Coil should be inbound from that Death Knight. Double Dust of Appearance, though, as you see the Blade Master still wandering around here. Dust of Appearance has yet to be used, so very difficult to know where exactly that unit is. All right, Blade Master lying in wait, ready. Yes, when Kodos eat a unit, you do get vision on that unit, on the Kodo. You still see rather limited what is happening around that unit. So that's the reason why he knew he could go after that red creep camp. All right, Kodo Beast are currently out. Digestion process has been finished, no longer giving sight. Tauren Chieftain, sitting at level 3, hasn't decided if he wants Endurance Aura 2 or Stomp level 2, as the Destroyers are now currently out. No Dust of Appearance charges used as of yet. That does come as a little bit of a surprise. Blade Master, Dust of Appearance, Destroyer going to go up into the air, as you now see Obsidian Statue. All right, absorb mana, another purge, lightning, just causing problems. No more obsidian statues as the head troll berserker is now going after these units. All right, ghouls will get taken down. Raiders doing significantly less damage right now because of that howl of terror, as you see the cloak of flames from the pit lord causing a lot of damage just by standing next to him. Lich could be in trouble. Potion of lesser invulnerability. You can see that the red drake is still coming across dealing damage. Shadow hunter is in trouble, being forced to pull back as well. Death coil saving a destroyer off to the north. Raiders still trying to finish off that destroyer. Destroyer down to 270 as the Death Knight is in serious trouble, down to 71 hit points. It gets taken down, and with that hero death, it is done. Happy losing to Focus in this game here on Secret Valley. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.